Hello, I'm Johnny Greengrass. Welcome to another Video Garden Minute. I'm here today in beautiful Devon, Pennsylvania at Waterloo Gardens. Here today to talk to you about turf damaging and landscape damaging insects. Specifically, grubs, chinch bugs, and beetles. First thing I want to talk about is grubs. Grubs are really tough and probably do more damage than any other insect to turf. One of the reasons they're so tough is because they're subsurface feeding insects. That means they feed under the ground. They eat the root system of your lawn, and by the time you find out you have grubs, most of your root system's already gone. Best way to tell if you have grubs, get down on your hands and knees. Lift up the brown grass. If it lifts up like a piece of carpet, because it has no root system, and you look down and you see these little white C-shaped worms with brown heads, you got grubs. And you better do something quick or you're not going to have a lawn. The best way to stop grubs is stop them before they hatch. Put down a good grub control product, usually in the summertime, and that'll stop the grubs before they even hatch, and you never even have to think about them. If you don't stop a grub, you know what happens? They turn into the Darth Vader of insects on your trees. Beetles. We call them Darth Vader insects because they have black shells and they swarm all over your lawn, usually in June and July. A beetle is actually an adult grub. And the beetles will feed all over your trees and shrubs. They love rose bushes, they love anything with a sweet flower, and they will devastate your trees and shrubs. Best way to stop beetles? Kill the grubs, make sure they don't ever hatch into a beetle in the first place. If you don't get to do that though, you can spray a control product on the beetles and they will die. You can also inject your trees with a systemic insect control that'll make your tree taste bad to the beetles and you won't have so much problems. One common myth with beetles is the beetle bag. People love those beetle bags. They figure if they have a pretty rose bush, put a beetle bag next to it, and they're going to protect their bush from beetles. The opposite is actually true. Beetle bags are okay, but if you're going to use them, put them over near the neighbor's yard. Keep those beetles away from your stuff, because often the beetle bags will attract as many beetles as they kill. So you got to be careful with those beetle bags. I'm so-so on them, but if you're going to use them, keep them away from your house. And the final insect I'm going to talk to you about today is a surface-feeding insect called a chinch bug. Grubs are subsurface, they feed under the ground. Chinch bugs are surface-feeding, they feed on top of the ground. A chinch bug usually sucks the green stuff out of the leaf of the plant. Tough to tell that you have a chinch bug because they're really, really small. Best way to tell? First of all, they love hot weather. So June, July, that's when the chinch bugs come out. Pull up the dead grass, shake it on a piece of white paper. If you see these little black bugs, smaller than a poppy seed, running around on the white paper, you got chinch bugs and you better do something quick. Put down a control product, insect control, surface feeding insect control. Kill those chinch bugs before they do big damage to your lawn. Well, that's all we're going to talk about today. Thanks again for joining us for another Video Garden Minute. I'm Johnny Greengrass, and remember, green grass, no weeds, questions and answers, HappyLawn.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.